So there are things that are holding you back in your self-improvement journey, and there's one thing that you probably do right now that's killing your growth. And I'm here to make sure that you're aware of it so you can work on it. So, I'm back. I've been gone for 3 weeks. You probably haven't even noticed it because I've had videos scheduled, but I have moved, as you can probably see. There's a whole new setup behind me, and I've been hiking in the mountains, which was amazing. And also, this channel has hit 400 subscribers, which is awesome. So thank you. So enough about all of that. Here's the video. In the self-improvement journey, you will encounter hardships and setbacks. And many times, without knowing it, it's you yourself that's holding you back. You keep looking to improve in other obvious things like lifting heavier weights and overall getting better results in different aspects of your life. But you forget some things regarding your mindset that you are not even aware of. And since we easily live our day-to-day lives just following our habits, these mindset issues go undetected as you fly on autopilot throughout your day, and you'll remain completely oblivious to them. So the thing I wanted to talk to you about today is identifying too much with opinions. This is something I see everywhere. And what this leads to is not only bad for you, but also bad for the people around you and everyone you talk to pretty much. For example, I think Stoicism is a fantastic philosophy. If I were to identify too much with that opinion, it would have a negative impact on me when I discuss that subject. Because I would start to become personally hurt, offended, or upset in any other way as soon as someone disagreed with me. Let's say someone says that Stoicism is stupid, Marcus Aurelius was spoiled and drunk on power, and Epictetus was just some random slave. If I were to identify too much with my opinion on Stoic philosophy, this would upset me. I would get triggered and feel a certain rage instead of just calmly discussing it and disagreeing with them. I would feel anger or sadness building up, thinking, how can they think so? Don't they understand how wrong they are? And then end up going, I guess some people are just idiots. This is why an opinion is so dangerous to identify with. And when people identify too much with opinions, they become almost impossible to discuss things with. When they identify with it so much that it's their whole personality, when they start joining movements and they're like spending all their free time with people that have the exact same opinion. For example, people that take part in like protests and campaigns and stuff, they easily fall into this trap. Like very hardcore feminists, they can be impossible to talk to because whenever you disagree with the slightest thing, they get angry or upset. Because getting too emotionally invested, which you get from identifying with it, that makes you move away from logic. Because emotions and logic don't go together. So they get angry and upset, and this is because the opinion is such a big part of who they are. So they take it as a personal attack, while it's just that you have different opinions. So that's one reason why it's so bad to identify with opinions. You become upset and take it personally when someone disagrees. And another big reason for why identifying with opinions is just horrible for your growth is that you subconsciously discuss things to prove that you're right, not to actually find out what is right, to find out the best answer. This you see all the time once you notice it, and if you don't notice it, then you might just do it too. You approach a discussion of a certain subject with, how do I prove them wrong? Instead of, let's see what they have to say, maybe I'm wrong. You keep trying to find good arguments to support your side of the discussion because you just have to be right. You know why that is? Because you subconsciously feel like a part of you would be destroyed if your argument were to be destroyed. Because what you're arguing for is a part of you. Because you identify with it. So you either argue for it until you've convinced the other person that you're right, or until you've had enough and you just think, God, they're just idiots, they don't get it. And honestly, most people fall for this trap from time to time and have this behavior. The behavior of identifying with opinions too much so that you just have to prove people wrong. One thing, however, that's so great once you start catching yourself doing this is that you start almost wanting to be proven wrong. Because that means you learned something new and you grew a little bit. Being proven wrong actually improves you, while proving that you're right doesn't improve anything. This means you should not only be open to being proven wrong, but also embrace it, even though it's much more satisfying to be right. It's just like most other things that feel satisfying in the moment. You don't grow from them. So the danger of not being open to being proven wrong, which is, as I've explained, part of identifying too much with opinions, is that you're very reluctant to changing your point of view and seeing the other side of things. You're very reluctant to the thought of having a different perspective. This makes you very boxed in, very limited in terms of growth. You can't say for sure what shape an object has if it's just placed in front of you and you just see it from one angle. You might think it's cube-shaped, but until you've examined it from other angles, you can't really say for sure. You can argue why you think it's cube-shaped, but you have to be open to a different answer. So that's what I got for you today. I hope this allows you to grow because that's the greatest thing we can do. If you're interested in getting help in your journey of improvement and you want to skyrocket your progress, click the link down below to apply to work with me, where I personally guide you through my 5-step process for personal development in a one-on-one call. So have a good one, brother, and earn your sleep.
And by the way, subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. Please and thank you.